Well, let's get into our ending and post-credit spoilers. So the ending is the part I wanted to talk to you and Brandon the most, because
I
I am
understand.
so interested to see what you guys think, because the internet, from what I read, hates the ending. They hate the ending. And so, full spoiler, if you don't know how it ends, Cleves, you might want to skip it. Or, I mean, if you're not too worried, then maybe,
Just
whatever.
pause this
But
for 5 minutes. We will
yeah,
talk 5 minutes.
mute it. And once the Echo spoiler goes away, then we're done talking about Echo. But all right. So the part where she uses her powers, I didn't mind. And people were losing their minds with that, because like her name Echo is like because she echoes through the past and able to use the echoes of the past to help her. Fine, cool, interesting, liked it. Okay, whatever. But then the healing factor kind of thing, that her mom showed her was really cool. And then the mom did it on her heart kind of thing. I'm like, that's really interesting. The how it's like, I can fix it, but you need to be able to let it go. I mean, you need to be able to let the pain go so it can stay fixed, and I'm like, that's what I took it as. So for me, when she does that to Kingpin, that was super interesting, because all he is his trauma. I mean, he literally gives her the hammer. He goes, this is who I am. I'm the dude that killed my dad because I have so much trauma. You know what I mean? So like she fixes like the heart and the mind, but I think it's so ingrained into who he was. He doesn't know how to handle it in a positive healing way. So he started freaking out, like, what do you do to me? What do you do to me? It's like, because all he knows is to use this and make anger out of it rather than let it go. Because if you let it go, then you can't use it to be angry, and literally smash people's heads in, So, because a normal person without that trauma would just be like, not the Kingpin. So I thought that was my kind of thing for it, was like, I don't think it ultimately changes the character, because obviously I think he can use it, because you just dug up his trauma, so you brought out the thing that made him angry all these years. You brought it back up, so he's going to be more angry and more pissed off and more traumatic, but yeah, that's how I took it. But people on the internet are like, it was stupid, it makes no sense. But I don't know.
So I was watching it and I was confused, because I was like, so she hasn't practiced using his powers at all, and now she's able to just do all these things. Like, it was so like, how?
See, but that is her power, though, right?
Yeah, but but it was never practiced. Like, she just all of a sudden knew, because she told her, "Don't worry, Bonnie, trust me," because she knew she was able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
When?
Because the past lives were able to do it.
So she just trusted, she figured all that out. All this.
She didn't need to figure it out, because somebody else figured it out in her past. Because that was like her powers, is she can echo through past, right?
Yeah, but I understood. I knew the healing power. I understood the healing power. I understood the whole thing with Kingpin, even though I didn't necessarily like that. I totally understood it, but I didn't understand her being able to use her power to give Chula the ability to beat up 6 guys around her.
It was stupid
when they all have guns.
Yeah,
no, it's like no, that doesn't
woman.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's where I draw the line. Like, all right, this is where I draw right here. It's like, even Bonnie, who's only like maybe 4'11", 105 pounds, all of a sudden she gets beat up everyone's because you're using their hands. I don't know about that. That just didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So,
and also they never explain if Bonnie had the gift, because Chula had the gift, because she said she had the gift because it passed on to her daughter and it passed on to Maya. But Bonnie, like the cousin, like she had it too. I don't know.
No, I don't think she did, but the Echo was able to pass her power off to her. Which, how did you know you could do that? Like, I mean, where did this it's so many missing things in between.
Yeah.
It was seen like I feel like the ending was rushed. I don't think it was bad. I think it was rushed. If those could be two different things. Like, you could have explained a little bit more. Because all of a sudden she's on her motorcycle, she's flying back in there, and all of a sudden she knows she has a good plan, and all these people are out there with their binoculars, not noticing she might be in the powwow.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You know, and the other dude, one guy gets beat by her uncle with a gun, one gun. He has a missile launcher, and the gun wins up versus the missile launcher. And then all the guys with guns in the van get beat by a guy driving over the top of the van. Like, what?
You get monster trucked. Yeah.
Just get out and shoot him in the face. And that stuff didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I mean, they definitely had holes. But did I understand where they're going with it? Yes. Did I enjoy where they're going with it? 100%. And understanding the cultural importance of it, I just think they could have probably made it better at the end. Like explained that she's able to do this. She's able to transfer her power to everything. Because that's what her connection to the past, and any of her people could be used as what's it called?
That's like a weapon, almost.
A vessel or avatar or something like that. Like, she can use any of them by that. And if that was the case, then maybe it was her doing all these things, beating all these bad guys up, because she's using them all as her own avatar, her own vessels that she's able to do. That would make more sense, because she's their protector. So she's able to jump in and do those things, and they're able to gain all of her ability into them.
That's what I thought. That's what I took it as. But either way, I don't like when they do that. I don't like when Thor did it. I don't like it's because it's your power. It's your power. And now you're able to now you have my power. Now you have my power. And she shoots her fucking magic hands everywhere. And it's like
doing the Oprah. Now you got power.
Exactly.
You got power.
And it made it seem like there's the bloodline, like the family bloodline through the Chula and her mom and then Maya. And then I'm like, wait, why can she just control anybody in the family, or is it just the women from just that bloodline? It was the whole thing, even with Kingpin, was very, like you said, it was quick,
so fast. Like you did too much too fast, and I was like, why did he just leave? Like, what happened that he could just leave? He couldn't just say, "You kill her." Like, to any of their henchmen, it just didn't make sense necessarily. I understand where they're going for, but I don't think they hit what I think it was probably explained before, and that's what we're listening. Another thing we're missing with another episode. They just try to figure it all out in 10 minutes.
Yeah. It was even like the reason why like Kingpin got mad, so like, I'm gonna kill everybody now. I was like what? Like I said, I get it, but it's also like I don't know.
It left a lot for interpretation. It left a lot for to be desired. I mean, just honestly, that's too much to try to figure out at the end.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't fully hate it as much as other people on the internet just absolutely hate it. Like, it wasn't as bad as the ending as Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion was just I understood it. It was just bad. This, I think because you said it left it up for like interpretation. So you're like, what did Maya really do to Kingpin? Like what happened?
Is missing something. Something was missing out of it.
It was missing. I didn't hate it. I didn't feel like disappointed where I'm like, oh well, that sucks. But it was just a part where I was like, damn, like it could have been better.
Yeah.
It could have been better. And I at the end, I'm like, 5 episodes is why we got an ending like that. Like it didn't feel explained, enough. So, because you imagine like she learns about the powers, meets her mom who teaches her about the healing thing, and then like uses the powers all within like what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes,
exactly.
And it's like that's a lot all at once. And then the post-credit scene, that was cool. They set it up for something bigger, but at the same time, like I wasn't like oh my god, like it didn't blow my mind. But basically, Fisk, Kingpin, is on his way back to New York. He's watching the TV, And the TV is talking about there needs to be a mayor who and they just explained Kingpin. They were like, oh, if it was just a fat white guy, bald white guy, like he's like, that's me. But basically that's what it was. It was like, he needs to be a brawler. He needs to be like somebody who's not a politician. He needs to be somebody who knows you're not afraid to fight and this and that. And the whole time he's like, they're talking to me. That's what I kind of
that's me. Yeah. It's me.
Yeah. So they're definitely setting it up. So Kingpin is going to become the mayor, like how he does in the comic books and stuff like that. So, yeah. What do you think about that?
That's exactly what I thought. I saw it and I thought that, okay, that gave us all the answers without us having to figure out anything. Oh, he's like, oh, we got to take action. We got to do all this stuff. And then they're like, oh, no, we're just going to run for mayor and control all the laws.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's not how it really works either.
It's like, when does the mayor become king? I didn't see that there.
I mean, even like the mayor trying to like how they do it even in the comic books, like, oh, he's the mayor, so he has all the cops under his belt and stuff like that. I was like, it's not really how it works, but okay. I mean, but he's also like a criminal, so you're like, okay. Yeah, but I'm like, I liked it because it sets it up for him to be a bigger deal in New York. And in New York, we got Spider-Man. We have all the Defenders, Daredevil, Luke Cage, all those guys. So I don't know. Like, that's what got me more hyped about it was that. Like, is he gonna be the overall bad guy to all
the street levels?
All the street levels. So that's the only part that got me excited.
He's a connective tissue that works very well.
Mm-hmm.
And with Maya, he has a very special connection. I thought that was pretty good.
But yeah. Okay, where do you think we see Echo and Kingpin next?
Daredevil.
Or if at all?
I think we see both of them in Daredevil.
Yeah, I can see that.
Even with Feige's rewriting it and stuff like that, I think we see both of them.
Yeah. I can see Maya coming in and trying to help him, and he's maybe a little reluctant,
him being overwhelmed, and she shows up and he's like ready to fight her, and then she's like, no, I'm here to help you, and he confused the hell out of him.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely Daredevil for Kingpin. 100%. Like, with no question. I think that's it for our discussion for Echo. We'll see when we get them next, and then we'll, for sure we'll talk about that, because obviously we're, big Marvel fans for good or worse, or there's comic book fans that we should really say. So, but yeah, we want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Echo. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What you think about the post-credit scene, about the ending? Do you have your own kind of theory of what happened? Because they really don't explain it. So, if you have anything better than what we think, let us know. Because I love to hear other theories about it. But appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button on this video. It helps us out a lot. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be part of the spoiler crew, hit that join button. Just for a few bucks, you could be part of the spoiler crew. We give you guys shout outs on the live, priority comments on the live as well. And there's gonna be a bunch more stuff coming, throughout the year. So definitely, if you want to do that, we super appreciate it. But thank you guys. If you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna finish things up for the night.